We recruited our Global Changes in Society class to create indoor gardens. Our hope was to prove that people can improve their resistance to climate hazards by growing food in their homes using greywater or recycled water. Due to time constraints, we selected a fast-growing crop, umami microgreens, which are ready to harvest in just 2 weeks. We distributed pots with seeds and soil to 14 students in our class and recorded the progress of their gardens through weekly surveys. This video documents the progress of our indoor gardens and offers advice for anyone hoping to grow an indoor garden of their own. Hazards such as drought are becoming more extreme as the climate changes. This means that communities around the world need to become more resilient to these hazards. An easy way to become more resilient to drought is by reducing water consumption. Reusing gray water is an excellent way to reduce consumption. We used gray water to water our gardens and turn the otherwise wasted water into food. Students used a variety of methods to collect gray water. Participants found creative ways to obtain gray water, including capturing water when washing fruit and vegetables or using water left over after cooking pasta. After 1 week of growing, most gardeners started seeing progress. Some plants were well on their way to maturity, while some had not yet sprouted. During the first week, most students reported they were excited to see the progress of their gardens and, overall, the gardeners were very attentive to their plants. Unfortunately, one participant's garden was knocked over and completely destroyed by her cats. During the second week of growing, most plants were still doing well. Unfortunately, one student reported that their plants never grew. During the second week, most students were still enthusiastic about the progress of their plants. Several even reported that they were inspired to start different crops after they harvested their microgreens. Overall, participants said they watered their garden slightly less than the first week. However, this did not seem to affect the overall health of the plants. We also asked what each student planned on doing with their microgreens. The class was very creative with the ways they ate the produce from their gardens. Some had sandwiches or salads. One even added the microgreens to an Indian food dish and pizza. Over the course of the project, we learned several lessons on how to best grow indoor gardens. If you are planning on starting your own indoor garden, this section will provide some basic guidance. One participant attempted to grow their gardens outside. In the early spring, the weather is still too cool to successfully grow plants outdoors. As a result, the seeds did not sprout until the garden was moved indoors. We suggest leaving your gardens indoors until late spring to ensure your seeds sprout. You must place your indoor garden near a window with adequate sunlight for a successful crop. Participants in our project were most successful when placing their gardens near north or south-facing windows. West-facing windows are a good option if you don't have a north or south-facing window, but you can expect your plants to grow more slowly. East-facing windows were the least effective in our project. We don't suggest using an east-facing window to grow an indoor garden. Additionally, you will need to spend some time caring for your garden. If you don't have adequate time to tend to your garden, your success may be limited. Participants with the most successful gardens reported caring for them often. Participants that reported caring for their gardens occasionally or not at all had minimal success. If you don't have much time to dedicate to a garden, don't worry. In general, once the seeds are planted, you will only need to ensure that they are watered. While this takes consistency, it isn't very time-consuming. Thanks for watching, and good luck if you plan on starting your own indoor garden.